影响我们的表现。
So we're going to learn tools for changing state instantly.
我们要今天学会改变状态的很多技术
and changing results.
而且得到不同的结果。
As I said, to succeed, we must learn to influence people, and two things affect them: state and mental blueprint.
有两件事影响一个人，一个是他的状态，一个是他的大脑中的蓝图，他的人生的蓝图。
So if a nice person is in a bad state, they don't act nice.
一个再好的人，如果状态不好的话，整个表现是很恶劣的。
So a successful person must change their state immediately and elegantly, intelligently, with integrity.
对，一个成功的人是会非常优雅的、快速的、有效的改变自己的状态。
But to influence another person, we first must influence whom, would you guess?
谁啊？如果想影响别人，谁要影响谁
Who do we have? Yes. If we do not influence ourselves first, we can't influence others.
如果连自己都说服不了、影响不了，怎么去影响别人
So this morning, let's start with ourselves.
今天早上我们从自己开始。
You see, all of us in this room have a common problem in the world. We all went to a 20th century school.
对，现在我们这里坐的人都有一个问题，因为我们上的是20世纪的学校。
And while our schools were very good,
学校很好。
They taught us to learn passively.
对，好就好在他们告诉我们，从小到大告诉我们要被动的学习。
So in most schools, did this happen for you? The bell rings and you are trained to report to your position, to your desk, to your chair.
对，大家知道吗？铃笛响，大家第一个反应是什么？赶紧老老实实坐到位子上去。
Has this been true for you in your schooling?
用手举一下，大声说一下啊！
Very good. So we got to school and we learned. And school in the 20th century was preparing us for a 20th century job where we were going to be on a factory line.
对，那20世纪的学校培养的人主要是为生产线培养的。
So the bell rang and we were getting ready. We were being trained to sit down and be quiet.
对，一听到铃声，我们就坐下来，把嘴巴闭上。
True? Which was very good in the 20th century.
在20世纪是非常好的一种方法。
But now society is faster. The internet, speed. We can't wait for someone to tell us what to do.
现在世界已经变了，信息爆炸的时代，我们已经无法等别人教我们怎么做。
Successful people don't sit and be quiet. They talk.
成功的人是不会坐在那里闭嘴的，他们会大声说话的。
A businessman who's quiet is an unsuccessful businessman. He doesn't speak to customers and clients.
如果那些商人坐在那里不说话的话，他们一定不是成功的商人，因为他没有跟客户交流。声音大一点好不好？
When I was in school, I was a talker, and I got in lots of trouble.
在学校的时候，我是一个非常爱说话的人，给我惹了很多麻烦。
I had one teacher who loved silence.
我有一个老师就喜欢安静。
But I couldn't help it. I kept talking.
但是我无法忍受一天到晚在说话。
So he punished me by having me write 10,000-word essays saying why I will never talk again in class.
他逼着我写了一个10000字的如何闭嘴的论文。
It didn't work.
但是也没有用。
I wrote 5 essays like this.
我一辈子写过5个这样的论文。
When I graduated from school, I had my 10-year high school reunion where you gather with your high school friends from 10 years ago.
对，然后呢，后来我有一个10年的同学聚会。
And 4 of my teachers were there from my youth.
而且我的4个老师参与了。
Including the teacher that made me write all the essays.
包括那个逼我写论文的人。
And I am now very famous in America for speaking.
但是现在我已经是全美国非常有名的公众演讲家了。
So I said to him, this talking thing works pretty well. So today, what research has shown is that if you sit passively and quietly through the day, you only remember about 10% of what I said, which would be wasting your time. And I do not want to waste your time.
所以呢，科学研究已经证明了，如果你从早做到晚的话，你听一门课，你最后只能吸收10%的东西。
But the research shows that if you write down some notes, even if you never read them again, The act of writing down the notes drives the groove of the memory deeper, and you remember 40 to 50% a month from now.
如果你能做点笔记的话，就算你一辈子再不看这个笔记本的话，我相信你能够把40%到50%的内容记下来。
So I encourage you to jot down a few notes every now and then, just to capture the ideas.
所以我鼓励大家呢，偶尔呢把一些关键词抄下来。
And we're going to be giving you some specific formulas on how to change states, on how to influence, on how to be fulfilled and happy.
然后 do you want to tell them that they have to prepare something for them?
Yes,
later.
It'll be out in about an hour.
Yeah. I'll explain a little bit.
Explain 1 o'clock in the morning.
我昨天有幸跟安东尼老师在一起度过了有7个小时，他用7个小时时间告诉我要注意什么东西，是一个伟大的工作狂。而且呢，本来只有这一本资料的，他另外又从美国，meaning you order your secretary to come up with new material for you。他给打电话给美国，因为昨天晚上正好美国的早上，那他的美国公司员工马上为大家又准备了一个英文版的演讲大纲，等会儿发给大家，正在听印刷啊。欢呼一下！
And I must again, Shay must again thank Li Lao Shuk, because he was with me at 2 o'clock in the morning working on this to give you the best.
他说我2点钟还跟大家一起工作呢。我从这一点我知道美国最大的明星、最大的巨星，但他有将近2天2夜没有睡觉了，正在导师他。现在这是美国的晚上，再次最热烈的掌声，欢呼一下！
And so I bring this up because the most powerful thing besides taking notes, though, is this response we have of asking a question and getting the answer.
如果我问大家问题，大家还能不断的回答我的话
the reason is it creates a rhythm in your body.
它会让你的身体整个动起来。
And research shows that if you will yell back the answer, if we engage our bodies while we're learning instead of sitting passively like this,
如果你能够把答案喊回来，而且身体也能够配合行动的话
when we sit passive, we forget. When we are active, we remember 85% to 90% of what we've learned, so we really use it.
所以呢，如果这样的话，就可以得到85%到90%内容。所以我鼓励大家活跃一点。
So throughout this day, I will ask you questions and ask you to yell back the answers.
对，我今天希望大家当我问问题的时候，把答案喊出来，不管对还是错。
So we achieve 2 results. At first, it might feel silly.
有2个结果，当然你会感到有点傻。
But as you do it, you will feel the strength in your body. Because most people spend their life sitting, bored, passive, listening, doing nothing.
他说这个很麻烦，因为现在美国就是状态，很多人坐在那里无聊的看着电视，感到生命是没有意义的。所以呢，你这么做的时候，你整个的身体能量就会有巨大的提升。
But if you're successful, you use your whole body. You engage yourself like the energy of a child.
如果你想成功的话，你必须把身体的每一个细胞能量调动起来，就像一个孩子一样。
So today we are going to look at 7 levels of wealth, a pyramid of wealth, the 7 areas of wealth.
今天我给大家解释一个财富的一个金字塔，一共有7个层次。
And I believe we'll put it on the screen if we have that pyramid, and we'll give it to you in a few moments to walk through. This morning, though, we're going to focus on the first 3 areas.
对，会我的资料里面会有这7个，而且会这上面已经显示出来了。但今天上午的话呢，我会专注于前3个。
So if you have wealth, it is not just money.
如果你有财富的话，不只是钱。
If you are a rich man and you are dead, it's no good.
如果你有钱但是死的话也没有用。
I went to a very famous circus in the United States recently.
我最近去了一个美国非常有名的马戏团。
And because I'm very lucky to be famous in the United States, they have front row seats for myself and my family.
因为我在美国很有名，所以这个马戏团专门为我准备了最好的位置。
And there were 3 other seats right beside my daughter that were open.
但是我女儿旁边有3个位置是空的。
It was a very, very special play that we're doing, circus that we're going to.
对，这是一个非常特别的、很有名的表演。
And right before the play started, a man came wobbling down the aisles who was huge, almost 400 pounds.
一个400磅的人，大家想象400磅的人比他大还大2倍到3倍的人走了进来。
He had a cane and he could barely walk.
他拿着一个拐杖都走不动了。
He sat down next to my daughter and took up 3 chairs.
他坐下来把3个位置全占了。
Yes.
That joke about the capacity.
Yes, I'd like to, yes. And say, so I know it's different in America. I know here at Shanghai Stadium it's 80,000 people, but probably only 40,000 Americans could fit there.
他说这上海体育馆是8万人吧，然后呢，如果坐美国人的话，可能只能坐4万人。
Very bad. So this man, it turned out, someone asked me, do you know who he is?
有些人告诉他说你不认识这个人吗
And I said, no, who is he?
他谁啊
And he said, he is the richest man in Canada. He's worth $5 billion.
他是加拿大最有钱的人，有50亿美金。
And I turned to this man and said, no, he is very poor. He can barely breathe while he sits.
他说我说呢，这是一个最贫穷的人，因为他连呼吸的能力都快没有。
A rich man will give all his money for more life, for more energy.
对，这个人呢，虽然有很多钱，但是却缺乏能量。
So physical energy is wealth, and it's one that we must cultivate. It is the secret to success. Successful people have the energy to do those things.
所以这第一个就是 physical 这个身体的能量，身体能量是一切成功的基础。只有有人能量才能去做你想要做的事情。
If you agree with me on this, say ah.
如果同意的话，大声说一句啊。
Besides physical wealth, the thing that connects to physical wealth is emotional wealth, having a sense of meaning in your life.
第二个就是你一辈子的生命到底有没有意义
And these two actually affect one another. When you feel bad physically, you feel bad emotionally.
其实他们是互相影响的。如果体能上感到这种能量，那么情感上也能感受到。
Think of this. If you have all the money in the world, but every day you are angry, you are sad, you are lonely, are you rich?
对，如果你是全世界最有钱的人，但每天都感到非常愤怒、很悲伤的话，你有钱吗
No. No. Yes. So we must take care of the emotions and the body before we even have the financial, so we can enjoy the financial.
在我们追求财务自由之前，我们先要追求我们身体和情感的丰富。
The third level of wealth is relationship wealth.
第三个就是关系。
If you've got strong body and strong emotions, but you are alone. If you're strong body and strong emotions, but your family is not close, you still will not feel rich, even if you have the money.
虽然你有好的身体、好的这个生命的意义，但是你没有朋友，感到非常孤独，你家人的关系不是很亲密的话，你也不是一个有财富的人。
And it's very hard to have good relationships when we're angry within ourselves, when we're frustrated with our life, when we are not where we want to be.
当你很沮丧的时候，你愤怒的时候，是很难有最佳人际关系的。
Do you agree?
同意吗？
Very good. Then the fourth level of wealth is time. Time.
第四个就是时间的财富。
If you have lots of money but no time, you are so stressed and you do not feel rich even when you have the money.
你虽然非常有钱，但是却没有自己的时间，你有财富吗？
And ironically, what is time? Think about it.
到底什么是时间呢？
How much is a long time versus how much is a short time?
到底什么是很多时间，什么是很短时间呢？
Have you ever had hours go by so quickly it was like time flew?
有没有这样的经历？时光如这个时光飞逝的感觉有吗
Or you thought we're... Have you ever had a time? Have you ever had a time when a minute felt like years?
1分钟度日如年的感觉也有过。
Then here's what time is. Time is emotion. When you're happy, time is fast. When you're unhappy, time is so slow.
所以这个可以大家写下来。其实 time is emotion， 时间就是情绪。
Do you agree? So capture that. Time is emotion, and if you want to change your experience of time, your experience of stress, you must master your emotion.
对，如果你想改变对时间的感受的话，各位，你只要改变你的情绪状态，时间就会发生巨大的改变。
So for a moment, so that we can be honest with ourselves. To make progress, we must be honest with ourselves.
要想取得人生进步的话，必须对自己100%的坦诚。
And we cannot manage something we do not measure.
我们不能够特拿东西去管理。
If you want to improve anything, measure it more.
如果你想管好任何东西的话，要多去衡量它，
Measure it more often.
更频繁去衡量它，
And be honest with yourself.
而且对自己要诚实。
So if I asked you to rate your body, your level of physical energy, your strength, your vitality, your energy, on a 0 to 10, where 0 is dead and 10 is unstoppable energy, where would you give yourself?
哇！然后各位，我问一下，如果希望大家有坦诚的一个评估，如果把能量的这个10位的话，分成10个级别的话，0表示死亡，10表示你的能量是世界上任何力量都无法阻挡的话，你对自己的评估是多少呢？
Jot down the answer.
现在把答案自己写一下，对自己的生命力的评估。
My physical energy, my wealth in that area right now is what? 7, 6, 5, 9, 10. What is it honestly? Because once you know, we'll create a plan and get it to 10.
所以呢，现在大家写下来，过一会儿我们会给大家做一些这个教练之后会发生改变的。
The same thing, rate yourself on the level of emotional wealth, the amount of joy, happiness you have every day. Some people are very, very happy every day.
有些再做一个10个数字的评估，现在你的精神状态、你的快乐状态到底怎么样？
And some people always find a way to be sad or depressed. Do you know anyone who always finds a problem in life?
大家发现没有？有些人总是能够找到悲伤、沮丧的方法。你这生活中有这种人吗？
Yes, and do you know anyone? Have you ever met someone who's so happy? Or maybe someone who thinks they're funny, but they're not. But they are having a good time. Being around them makes you laugh and smile too.
对，生活中有没有这样的人？他们非常快乐，你跟他在一起的时候，你就感到非常快乐，能影响到你。
Who do you want to spend more time with? The sad, angry one, or the happy, playful one?
Happy, playful one. 你想跟快乐在一起，是还是不是？
So we must become the persons that others want to be with. That is one of the secrets to success.
所以你必须成为一个别人想跟你在一起的人，这就是成功的秘方之一。
Yes. So those who are that happy, that strong emotionally, attract better relationships, better business relationships. They make more money. They have more fun. Their family is stronger.
对，那些情感关系处理得很好的人，他们的生意也做得很好，他们家庭关系也非常的快乐。
And they have a great time with life.
对，他们有很多时间可以享受生活。
Which leads to the fifth form of wealth. And the fifth form of wealth is career wealth. Loving what you do for a living. If you don't love what you do each day, life feels horrible.
对，下一个是工作事业目标的财富，你要喜欢你现在正在从事的事情。
You can love what you do, whether you collect trash, whether you do art, whether you're a business person.